Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to The Good Word with Mr. Frederick. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing good. Give me a second, guys. As people come in, I'm going to get the Bible verse of the day ready. Let's see here. Get that air on. Okay. Wait a little while. Some more people get in here. Okay. Okay. Today's Bible verse is this is 1 Timothy 4:12. Some people get in here. Smash up the likes once you get in, guys. 1 Timothy 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, in purity. All right. Okay, guys. All right. I'm just going to get on and start doing this live as you guys start coming in. Okay, today what I'm talking about, today's topic is your purpose is bigger. Okay, your purpose is bigger than you. Your purpose is bigger than you. And you might say, okay, what do you mean by that, Mr. Frederick? What do you mean my purpose is bigger than you? Your purpose is bigger than you, family. Okay, it says that in Romans 12:6-21. Romans 12:6-21. You know, a gift is given from God. All gifts come from God. So your purpose it's different for everyone. You know, we all have a purpose. We're not just here for no reason. We're here by the glory of God, by the God's grace. He put us here with a purpose. Come on, guys, let's get some likes as you come in. So he put us here for a purpose. So that's why it's so important that you respect your temple. It's so important that you respect your neighbor. Not saying you have to. You're supposed to love your neighbor, but you don't have to be around them all the time. God is great. There you go, Ashmish. That's absolutely. Hello, Yemni. So remember that you're here for a purpose, guys. You have a reason to be here. Your gift is given from God, but it's given for the world. It's for the greater good of the world, guys. Great. I'm a Christian too. So go ahead, smash up those likes as you guys start coming in. Okay, so remember, your purpose is here is given for the world and to help the world in different ways. And it's all inside of you, guys. It's all inside of you. That's the number one thing. Your gift is given from God. It's Matthew 23:20-12. And you got to remember here, this is where you have to humble yourself. When you exalt yourself, that's when you're kind of setting yourself up for destruction. You cannot exalt yourself, okay? So this is given by God. So our gifts that we have, it's given by God and the Lord, and it's used to be able to help the world in different ways. And don't expect to always know why and how. You won't. You won't. Okay? You won't always know why and how. You just have to be obedient so you can hear him. So you can hear the Lord when he's talking to you and telling you to move in different directions. because he does give us messages. So remember that. So that's number one. It's a gift from God, and it's not for you. So you got to be humble. Okay, and that's the second one. Be humble with your gift. You don't need to exalt yourself and walk around all haughty and look down on people. You don't need to do that. That's not why he gave you that gift. And believe me, if you do that with that gift, you will lose it. You will lose whatever purpose you had for it. That's why you have to remain humble. The meek and the humble shall inherit the earth. When you have that gift, and you see that with a lot of superstars. You see that with a lot of superstars. God bless you too, Yemi. You see that with a lot of superstars in pop culture. Once they start to exalt themselves, they lose it. Soon as they start to exalt themselves, they lose it. Good morning, Cole Murray. Thank you very much. Appreciate that compliment. So that's number two. Don't exalt yourself, okay? You have to remain humble. And also, number three, trust in God, even when you don't know his plans, guys. Even when you don't know God's plans, just trust in him. He's leading you right. He's leading you right. You might not know, but trust in him. Okay, good morning. Is that Vitri? Good morning, Vitri. Welcome from India. Come on, guys. As you come in, get those likes going, guys. Get those likes going. So that's number three, Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in God even when you don't know his plan. And remember, even when those pains and those betrayals, the disrespect, all that kind of stuff, that's just lessons. That's God building you up. That's God building you up. It's blessings. And he's also, when you are disrespected, treated wrongly by individuals, that doesn't mean the absence of God's presence, okay? God is there. He's letting it all happen. Because a lot of times what God is doing, he's getting rid of all of those individuals that need to be away from you, okay, before he can bless you, before he can put you in position, because these individuals are not of the Lord. These individuals working for the enemy. And so if you're not like that, you don't have, that's why I say ye must be equally yoked. If you're a believer, he's going to get rid of those non-believers. I don't care what they're saying, and watch by their actions. You'll know by their fruits. You'll know by their fruits. If their fruits don't align with what they claim to be, they're of the enemy. And so God's going to get rid of those people through betrayals. He's going to expose all of them before he calls you to your purpose. He's going to expose everyone because he doesn't want them to be rewarded at all. He wants them to get their karma. He wants them to reap what they sow. He wants them to be, he knows all. So they can lie to you. They can lie to tell you all sorts of whatever you want to hear. God knows their heart. Trust me. He knows who they really are. And what he'll do, you don't know. You might be a person who has a good heart and just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But God knows what they are. They could be doing witchcraft behind your back. They could be doing anything. And just, let me just come around him, smile and act like I believe in the Lord. And, because I know that's what he is or she is. And then what will happen is, they get exposed. So God will expose them purposely to get rid of them for you. So he's always working for you. That's why you got to stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. And number 4, guys, is you never know who's watching and learning from you. Okay. So that's why you have to believe in your gifts. So sometimes you might say, okay, well, I'm doing all this and I don't see the people. I don't see the rewards. I don't see the benefits of it. Don't worry about that. You just move as God is telling you to move. As you feel it in your heart, you believe. And the right people are watching. Okay, the right people that he wants to hear it. Not who you want to hear it. You might say, oh, I want my child to hear this. Your child might not have that spirit at that time. Your child might be under demonic possession. The Exorcist was very real. So you don't know. Only because that's your blood child doesn't mean that you guys are yoked equally in spirit. They have a mother too. They have another bloodline that's not yours. You have a bloodline. You might not be like your mother and father. Or it could be, anybody in your family. So that's where we get confused. We expect for the message that we have to go to who we wanted to go to. It don't work that way. God doesn't see us like that. Okay. Thank you, Yemni. God doesn't see us like that in the sense that, okay, I'm doing this for this person and that's no, he has control. Okay. He knows. You don't know. That's why you have to not rely on your own understanding. So that's number 4. You never know who's watching, listening, and benefiting from you. It might not be who you think or who you want it to be. It's who God plans it to be. It's who God plans it to be, okay? And that's where you really got to stand back and be obedient and just believe. Thank you, Cole. Thank you for subscribing. That's when you really have to take a seat back and humble yourself and know that you're not here on your own. Think of how many times where you it could have went that way for you. You went down that street, you found out it was an accident right ahead of you. Okay? You didn't take that job and you find out something happened. A crazy person came in that job and hurt everybody. This is real life, family. Okay? You didn't get on that plane and you found out that plane crashed. You know, it's real. You didn't get with that person and you found out that person took out their spouse. And you were heartbroken because you wanted to be with that person. And now that person's no here. You know, that person ended up taking out their spouse. And you wanted to marry that person. You see, so when you have faith, you can see all those things. You can see all that when you're a believer. You can see beyond the veil. You can see beyond the curtain. You can see extra. You get extra sight. You get gifts. When you believe, you get gifts. He gifts you to protect you and to align with your purpose. He don't give you these gifts for no reason. These gifts are for a reason and a purpose. And you have to trust in that. Not on your own understanding. You have to trust that it might not be in what you can see right now, but the more you believe, and you have to walk in obedience. That is alignment. Okay? You walk in obedience, and you have the gift. So you just can't believe and you out here doing whatever. I believe in the Lord. Yeah, but I'm fornicating. Yeah, but I'm lying. I'm stealing. I'm hurting people. No, it don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so you have to believe and walk in obedience what he wants you to do. And he tells you specifically what he wants you to do. He tells you in the commandments, thou shalt not, so and so and so and so. So you know, okay, you know this is the truth. And you have to walk in it, believe in it, love it, and understand it, embrace it, and trust it. Okay? And also, I want to say here, number 5, you can't see, that's number the enemy. All that wasn't even coming until I start talking. You see that? But see, I already know. I already know that that's a distraction. That's the stuff that happens. No ambulances were running around my neighborhood until I start speaking about the Lord. You see? See how it works? Just to disrupt the message I'm giving to the people. Come on, guys, get those likes as you come in. You got to know, see, these are things that believers understand. These are things that the believers, they know. Immediately I know when I hear an ambulance and fire engines, as soon as I start talking about the Lord and bringing people to the Lord. That's not a coincidence. That's no coincidence, family. No coincidence at all. Okay, so also, you know, you can't control, understand this is very important, guys. You cannot control who values you, and don't try. Okay, don't try. Give your message to the ones that want to hear it. Do not try to control who is taking the message, who values your message, who values you as a person. Throw that up to the Lord. Do not rely on your own understanding. He's giving it to the people who are supposed to have it, not the people you want to, okay? So just remember, these are the things that you got to remember. Your purpose is bigger than you. It's not about you. So don't get lost in your ego. Don't get lost in, oh, I'm the man, I'm the woman, I'm cute, I'm this, I'm that, I'm smart, I'm stronger than everybody, I'm better than that. No, don't get into that. That's not of God, okay? That's Satan, okay? That's Satan. Don't get into the you're great, you do it all, you're the best. No, let God define you. Don't let man define you. Don't depend on man's approval. Because you can't look for man as your God and God as your God. You got to take a choice. You got to take a choice. Which one is it? You got to make the choice. You can't serve man and serve God at the same time. It doesn't work that way. That's a divided soul. Okay, that's a divided soul. That's purgatory. Okay, that is purgatory. So you have to be humble, and when you listen and follow in obedience and you come into alignment, the more you will get those messages, the more you will be able to walk and hit your purpose, the more you will know it's not about just you. He gives you these gifts for the people. And the people will show you. Trust me, they will direct you because God is in them. God is in them. You see? And that's how it works. It all flows together. We're not islands. We are together. We are together. We are believers are together. We're united. And it's just like I gave the example to someone yesterday. I gave the example of, if you see someone walking down the street, okay, and this really happened to me actually. You see them walking down the street, and a lot of times we're a little cautious of strangers. You can either have the idea that this is a stranger danger, or just follow me now. You can also have a situation where something happens to you, and that person that's walking down that dark alley or that street next to you is the only person that can help you. Now, which way do you think when you see that stranger? I saw this happen literally in real time a few years ago. A lady had a stroke while she was walking. She had a pizza box in her hand. I never forget it. And it was just myself and another stranger walking, but we were the ones who had to call the ambulance for her. You see? Now, if we were to harm her, okay, or she thought, oh, this person's that dangerous, we were the only ones who could save her. You understand? We were the only ones who could save her. You know, and it's all in your alignment. It's all in your alignment, okay? All in your alignment. When your alignment is right, you understand the glory and how God works through people. When it's wrong, you're going to see everybody is wrong, and you won't have discernment. You're going to think bad is good, good is bad. You're going to be flipped inside out. You can't tell the difference. So someone coming to you with the good heart, you ain't able to receive it or treat it right. So what do you think God's going to do? He's going to remove that person from you. And then you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to get served what you deserve after that. That's what's going to happen. And that's going to let you know exactly what you did. Okay, so get those likes as you guys come in. Once that happens, once you have a good person in your life and you mistreat them, you abuse them, or you just don't respect it, you don't acknowledge the God in them, the main thing that will happen after that is you're going to get introduced to what you should have gotten, because God will give you a choice. He will show you who someone is in the beginning, good or bad. He will show you. And then after that, why is he going to bring another good person to you until you get your heart right? Until you get that heart right, you won't get another good person. You're going to keep getting bad people because he's trying to talk to you. You just can't hear him. He's trying to tell you something. You know that old song? God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. It's very real, family. Okay? So I'm going to leave it on that. Remember, your purpose is bigger than you. All right, guys. Now I want to get into a musician. I told you I was going to talk about a rock and roll guy that I like. Well, you know, it's kind of classic rock. But I've been talking about a lot of hip hop artists this last week or so. But now I want to give a little respect because, I'm a rock and roll lover. I'm a jazz lover. I like dance music. I mean, I'm all over the place. God gives us all. He gives all of these gifts to different individuals for us to tap into our different sides of who we are. So it's all for us. The world is beautiful. It's so much. You just have to open your eyes and it's there. I don't close my mind to much of anything. But I want to talk about Tom Petty. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I don't know how many of you guys, I'll look at some of the comments. Please feel free to tap in how many of my rock and roll people know about Tom Petty. Tom Petty, he was a really good musician for me because I liked his music. It always had a purpose, okay? How you doing, Danielle Jones? He always had a purpose with his music. So, I really love musicians like that. And he passed away, I believe, on the stage after a concert too, which is interesting. When I see musicians that happened to, like Johnny Guitar Walker. But Tom Petty was born October 20th, 1950. Okay, he passed away October 2nd, 2017. Some of his biggest hits, well, one of my favorites is I Won't Back Down. Okay, I Won't Back Down. End of the Line. American Girl. I don't know if you guys are familiar with any of these, but if you want to check out a classic rock and roll musician from the 70s, 80s, he had hits in the 80s as well, and 90s. If you want to check out a real legend, check out Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I recommend him, and you know he has music that I would say it's really universal. I think anyone will love Tom Petty. Great guitarist. I mean, just does it all. Sings great, everything. You know, drummer. He did a little bit all the instruments. But please check out Tom Petty, guys. And that's some good rock and roll music for you. And again, I think he did pass away performing, which is tragic. But the great thing about musicians like this, guys, their music is timeless. You have their music forever. You just go right on YouTube, plug in. After this, put on American Girl. American Girl. And put on, oh, Free Falling. Oh yeah, how could I forget that? Now that song, I'm telling you now, when I hear that song, I don't know how many people who cannot get goosebumps when they hear Free Falling. You know, because everyone can relate to being in that emotional state where you just, you know, you just feel like, oh wow, I'm giving it all up. You know, it's just it's a very spiritual song to me when I hear Free Falling. But Tom Petty is definitely one of those guys I don't think get a lot of his credit because he's right in line with Aerosmith. He's right in line with Mick Jagger. Well, I put Mick Jagger up here for me. Rolling Stones and all those guys. Those up here. They're Beatles, Rolling Stones. But right under that, you got the Cars for me. You got bands like, who else I really like in that era? Thinking about soft rock, not soft rock necessarily, but more classic rock. You're getting into not too hard, but harder is Kiss. What other bands I'm thinking about, guys? Rock and roll that you could think of. I mentioned Aerosmith. Back in the day, I was really into them. And I'm thinking more 70s, 80s. This era, early 80s, Bad Company, bands like that. But Tom Petty falls right in there. He falls right in there for me. So yeah, give him some respect and check out some of his music. I absolutely recommend him, guys. All right, guys, next time. Remember, love what you do and do what you love. See you tomorrow.